A woman found dead in the snow behind a truck stop. The Wood County case dates back more than 25 years, and police have a suspect.
In fact, detectives believe he's a serial killer linked to the homicides of multiple women, but he will never go to trial for the crimes. Here's I-Team reporter Christina Williams with this week's case files.
5 days before Christmas, December 20th, 1996, reports of a body found behind a truck stop off Libby Road in Lake Township. Police found a woman in her 20s, naked in the snow. They didn't know who she was and made a public plea for help, showing off a tattoo of 2 roses on her forearm.
3 days have passed since the victim's body was found and she hasn't been identified. Police are starting to worry she could have come from somewhere else in Ohio or out of state. Her body was found here at a truck stop with direct access to 2 interstate highways.
Somebody out there knows, somebody has information, and we can only ask that they have it in their heart to come forward.
Days later, that woman was identified as Victoria Collins. She was a 27-year-old exotic dancer from the Cleveland area. Police say a trucker picked her up and she was left for dead. Her official cause of death ruled undetermined.
She had been dead for up to 6 to 8 hours prior to her being discovered, possibly longer.
The coroner noted there were drugs in her system, she was hypothermic, and had marks on her neck. Early on, police looked for a connection to 8 other prostitutes found dead at truck stops, but that theory didn't materialize.
We've had police officers canvassing all the truck stops, talking to truck drivers, talking to all the employees out there.
After decades without leads, genetic genealogy led police to a potential suspect, Samuel Legg III. He was 51 and at the time living in Arizona. Turns out he was linked to a rape case in Medina, Ohio, and that case linked him to the murder of Victoria Collins and unraveled a tangled web of death.
In his interview, he did state their interaction from when he picked her up to when he left her, that they did partake in drug use, that they did partake in sex. He did make the statement during the interview that she was strangled.
Police believe Legg was a serial killer. His first crime was in 1990, and the last murder police have linked him to was in 1997. In all of those cases, the victims were found at 76s. Those women include Collins and 2 others in Ohio and 1 in Illinois.
He traveled the 80-90 turnpike, and he traveled Route 30, which runs east and west through Ohio.
In August of 2020, Wood County prosecutors indicted Legg for the murder of Collins, but after multiple competency hearings, it was determined he was unfit to stand trial, leaving prosecutors with a case that's considered closed, but without a conviction.
Do you think that it's possible that he's linked to more than what you know?
It is very possible. There's a very good chance that there's more.
Samuel Legg III will not go to trial. In fact, during the final competency hearing, he was ruled unrestorable, meaning he will never be competent to stand trial. He's currently being held in a state facility in Columbus, and the case is closed and considered solved. And for Collins' mother, police say news of finally connecting the dots is giving her some closure. If you have an unsolved case that needs attention, all you have to do is email me, casefiles@13abc.com. Reporting for the I-Team, Christina Williams, 13 Action News.